Like you might think it's wrapped in hyperbole, but I've been doing this sports talk radio for 20 years. You know what I know? I know when a guy's knee goes down, your first round draft pick quarterback, I know one of the teams says we're going to have to do semi-explanatory. What they're really saying is we're going to try to make a trade real quick before it's public that this guy's done so we can bring in some help. That's what they were doing. They were trying to buy 24 hours of times to see if Kirk Cousins still had his lease in Minnesota.
The Vikings have 3 fifth-round picks in next year's draft, and that's it.
Yo,
shut up! That can't be right. Are you accidentally looking at only the 5th round?
It's on an inside the Vikings website, and it even says, "Yep, that's it." Right after.
Who did they trade them for?
They got the 3rd, 5th rounder from the Browns.
They don't have any good players.
3.
They got Justin Jefferson and 52 UFL guys.
Okay. Oh, this is so embarrassing.
It's right, huh? They traded up a bunch this most recent draft.
This was the year they were going in on?
All in.
All right, so here we go. All right, so I just pulled it up. So you're close, but you're not accurate.
Okay.
So here's what they have. They do have a round 1 pick. So I'm looking right at it. And then they have 2 number 5s, and that's it.
Yo.
They have a round 1 and 2 5ths. That's not very good. Because they sent that 2nd round to Houston. They sent the 3rd rounder to Jacksonville. They sent the 4th rounder to Jacksonville. They sent the 5th rounder, a different 5th rounder, acquired from Cleveland. No, that's their 2nd, 5th rounder, so they have that. So they sent a 6th rounder and a 7th rounder to Cleveland, and that's how they got back in number 5.
Yeah, this link I'm looking at is from April.
No, you're good.
April 28th.
No one's rooting for someone to get hurt. I mean, unless you're Deshaun Watson. No one except for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Am I ever rooting to get hurt? But I think the Texans and Jaguars organization are just taking shots the last couple of days. Those picks got so valuable with those 2 players going down. Those picks just got higher and higher. That's going to be the first pick of the Texans got the first pick of the 2nd round. Jaguars got the first pick of the 3rd round because the Vikings are going to be the worst team in football now.
Jeez.
They were already in the conversation.
Yeah.
Now they're it.
They're going to be awful before.
Jefferson's so upset.
Who?
Justin
Jefferson.
No.
What I said is correct because that's what everyone's going to be saying after this season because he's going to do nothing. He's the nothing burger of the kitchen right now.
Yeah, drop him down on your fantasy rankings.
Yeah, don't do it. Hey, because you know who says what I'm about to say? Idiots. Okay, idiots say what I'm about to say. You know, it's skill guys that make the quarterback. No,
I mean,
no, it is not.
It helps. I mean,
I'm not saying
what helps way more is being a good quarterback.
Quarterbacks make skill guys.
Super more important.
65-35.
What is that?
65% QB, 35%.
That's
receiver.
Close. You were close. The 5 was right. It's 95% quarterback, 5% skill guy.
Yeah, I mean, look what Tom Brady's done with tiny white dudes.
Punt returners.
Yeah. But remember Mahomes? He was really struggling that one year.
No, I don't remember that one year.
His numbers were. It was actually it was last year, but during the regular season where they're like, get this guy some help. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, they literally got rid of the best wide receiver from their team, and they still won a Super Bowl right after that.
2 of them.
Yeah, I think it was the year beforehand. He had like no receiver help.
So this is going to be the 5th year in a row that J.J. McCarthy hasn't thrown a forward pass in a game.
That's so sweet.
He handed it off for 4 straight years at Michigan, and then now, he's hurt.
Tom Brady, every punt returner. Aaron Rodgers, punt returners from Kansas State. Also, what happened to Devontae Adams, who's got away from Aaron Rodgers? Nothing. He's garbage. Aaron Rodgers made Donald Driver valid. Aaron Rodgers made Greg Jennings the name. Aaron Rodgers made wide receivers. Tom Brady made wide receivers.
Great point, but let's take a Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay, what about him?
I don't think we can name one.
Carson Palmer.
God. Kurt Warner?
Matt Leinart.
Really?
Pretty good.
All right, Larry Fitzgerald's an outlier. He's like
he is.
He had Carson Palmer and Kurt Warner. They're not slouches.
Fitzgerald has more tackles than drops.
Yeah, in his career. That's a true stat.
If the 2 of you, I will quit this radio show right now. If you do not put Kurt Warner in an upper echelon
Of
at the
course.
quarterback position.
Oh, of
Missed me
course.
with Larry Fitzgerald.
But that was earlier in his career. I'm talking second half. He had a bunch of scrubs.
Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald's an outlier. He's
He
like the
is.
third
No.
greatest, like the third greatest wide receiver in the history of the NFL.
And remember Kadarius Toney, how bad he was?
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
Except he won a Super Bowl, so I'm not sure why you're saying that.
Because he still had a terrible year.
Yeah, until he returned that punt and he saved the game and he walked off a hero because that's what he is, a hero.
He can catch punts.
He's
give him that.
awesome.
If he can just catch the ball, I mean, he's one of the best run after catch guys in the league.
The only quarterback that's ever been helped by skilled position guys, the only one
Here we
all
go.
time,
Here we go.
is Peyton Manning.
Oh,
Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison could have played with anyone.
I mean, that is a
Brandon Stokely in that 1 year where they all had 1,000 yards, and Dallas Clark somehow had a name that became recognizable amongst the NFL fans, and it should not. Peyton Manning is the only one all time.
Those 2015 Broncos,
Who that?
when he had Demaryius Thomas and Wes Welker.
He made them.
Yeah. I thought you were saying that he was helped by the receivers.
Well, no, the ones I named, like he got good after that. He was able to help other people.
not Peyton's rookie year though.
Well, Reggie won there.
An interception record.
Yeah, he did. In 2015, I mean, that team was elite.
Is that a Colts team or is that a
No,
Broncos team?
that was his second year at the Broncos.
all those years kind of fall apart for me now that I'm so old.
Yeah, 2013, 2014, 2015.
That's what I'm saying. He's the only guy. There's no one else that's ever been helped by skilled positions, period. You can look them all up. I know this for a fact.
You'd be shocked. I would argue that Dak, he won a Super Bowl, but I mean, his rookie year was his best year, I believe, because Zeke had his best year, his rookie year.
That doesn't what? He's not a wide receiver.
Oh, you don't count running back? Okay.
No.
Just receivers.
Just receiver.
Okay.
Also, because the game's different now.
True.
Because Ezekiel Elliott, like if Ezekiel Elliott played football in the late 90s, he'd be one of the best football players you ever heard of. But the game is not the game that he was good at. The game is different now.
All right, breaking news,
Yeah,
boys.
break it to me.
12 minutes ago, Jordan Addison should be okay.
Oh, wow.
Deja vu from yesterday.
This is bad news either way you look at it. Either he hurt his ankle really bad and is going to miss the whole season, or he just got a little boo-boo and he's so soft that he had to be carted off the practice field. If he just needs 1 day off and he comes back and plays in like 2 days, that's worse news than a season-ending injury. Because he's so 6,000 thread count soft that he had to be carted off.
Yeah.
When he wasn't even injured.
And I was going to ask what it meant when it said okay, but now I'm looking at the report and it says that it's unlikely to practice tomorrow. So if someone's saying, oh, he won't practice tomorrow, that means he'll be back for sure within a week and a half.
All right. It says here that his ankle is made out of kitten's fur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, help me out, boys. Is that soft?
Yeah.
Oh,
super soft.
okay. I was wondering because I just saw a report here.
Yeah. Underneath the fur is a layer of grandma's kisses.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you see this here, Isaiah. His ankle, the part where it holds like the tendon to the muscle, that's actually freshly fallen snow.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what holds all that together. I don't know if you know that. That's what is that word for that? Soft? It's very soft.
The fine people at Silly String are reaching out to Jordan Addison for a possible sponsorship opportunities.
Well, I know he just got a sponsor opportunity ship, not a word, from Down Comforters.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So he's the official Down Comforter spokesman, which is a cool thing for him. I don't know if he'll have to give up his sponsorship of rainbow colored cashmere cardigans. I don't know if he has to give that up. Arguably the softest of all cardigans.
The fine people at Kleenex are waiting for permission to make ankle-shaped tissue boxes.
That's a good one.
For Jordan Addison.
Here's what I actually think could have happened here, and not that Addison's like a superstar or anything.
No, he is not.
But I think you see this a lot of times with guys like LeBron or other stars where I think they're so scared and shocked that they got hurt that immediately it feels like it's worse than it is. And
you're talking about scared. So it's not just okay.
I think you're like in shock. So it's like, but sometimes you need that coach to say, hey, walk it off.
So you're saying something very important because we were saying soft, but you think he's just a scaredy. Like whenever I turn on the light in my living room and my kitten runs away.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Well, I think it's one of those. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where he may have like everything may flash before his eyes. He's like, "Oh no, I broke it. I know it's broken.
Okay.
Oh, it's done."
So you're saying when he fell down and got a boo-boo,
he's dramatic, maybe.
he actually went into a self-representation to the vastness of all of outer space and just how insignificant we are as earthlings here on this small planet. That kind of scared.
There's some follow-up to this breaking news.
Are you sure? Because I have more scared things.
The ankle was originally injured when he floored his vehicle and went 140 miles an hour in a 50-mile
Okay, that's not
while
good.
he was driving.
That's not good.
Yeah, it is a driving ankle injury.
Okay, so he's not a hazy beach over like a groggy marsh as a Viking invading the Saxtons.
Nope.
Got it.
Well, they do call receivers divas. I think it's maybe one of those cases. You know, I don't want to say anybody's faking, but it says he hobbled off with the help of multiple people, and then a cart came out. So that for there to not be,
So
it has to be high ankle sprain.
We had to unpack what you just said. Is he more Madonna, more Beyonce? Is this like a Whitney thing? Celine, Aretha? Like, you help me. Cher. Is it a Cher thing?
I think more Cher than
Like,
anything.
Say depends
Mariah?
So it depends on the context between those.
Everyone I'm naming only has one name. Rihanna, Adele, Janet, like what? Barbara,
Addison.
like what kind is this? Is this a Dolly thing?
I'm gonna go with Addison.
God, diva. He's soft, he's scared, and he's a diva. That's what I'm taking away from this.
And he just needs attention too. Like, this is all attention-seeking behavior.
Yeah, this
If
is
JJ McCarthy hurt his knee and got all the attention, Jordan Addison's like, oh, maybe they won't talk about my DWI that I put so many people in danger if I got a hurt ankle.
So friends of the show, that's why we are digging so hard here. Just
they're aware.
For anyone who's maybe confused.
There's zero confusion on this cat. Put others in harm's way. See how I feel about you. Jeopardize yourself. See how I feel about you. Also, I'm not going to compare him to Brittany because I think she's a stone cold killer. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy right now.
Like, literally?
I just like professionally.
Oh.
Only professionally.
Not like contract.
No.
Okay.
She just went through a lot of life. You know what I mean? And people kind of took advantage of her at certain times. And I just didn't think that was very fair.
I get it. I shaved my head too.
When we get back from the break, there's a lot more going on in the world of sports than super soft Minnesota Vikings because we're giving away Loserville tickets.
Ooh.
All right, here's the deal. How many sets do we have left? Three. How many?
3 pairs.
I don't want them. I don't want any of them.
6 total tickets.
Okay, and that's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna let me schedule an Uber ahead of time. Hold on, set up a okay here. Share my pen. So Loserville tomorrow at Isleta. It's Limp Bizkit.
Bones.
Mm-hmm. Nate No Face.
Not John Bones.
Not John Bones.
Who I've seen on the internet is trying to pick up guitar.
No.
He will not be performing.
It's Bones Justice from the 90s cartoon Mutant League. And
Nathaniel the Faceless.
Yes.
Corey Feldman.
And thank you, Isaiah. Corey Feldman will be there.
With the ghost of Michael Jackson inside of him.
Now, friends of the show that are going.
Way you guys are thinking.
No. Friends of the not like when he was alive.
Yeah.
Friends of the show. If you are going to this tomorrow night, if you're going to Loserville, we're putting up a hashtag. And first of all, charge your phone all the way. Because we want you to record the entire performance of Corey Feldman from multiple angles.
Yeah.
We're putting together a super cut.
And put it in the same file where you keep your fireworks videos.
Yes. You call the show, 505-246-0610. You call the program. And you name Corey Feldman's favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
Which also can be any color. I don't care. Just name a color.
I'll give you a hint.
Yes.
He loves all the colors.
Loves all of them.
Just say a color.
And you are going to Loserville tickets. You're going to Loserville tomorrow night. Do that during the break. 505-246-0610. We're going to break. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Let's go. Let's go.
Miss friend of the show, Diane Castillo.
Oh, DC?
Oh, what
Yes.
up,
Go,
DC?
Diane.
She says she loves us and it's her favorite afternoon radio show to listen to.
Oh,
I'm going to walk over to TJ Trout and tell him that right now.
to his face.
Yeah, take that, TJ.
Since we are in studio for the first time in months,
Hey, I try not to be here.
this is weird.
Seeing Isaiah in person, I hate it. I hate it so much.
You know what I'll say is the voice is very crisp when you have the studio mics. The Comrex sounds good,
Mhm.
but when you guys are in the studio, the bass and the way the voice hits is just a lot more potent.
Well, that's because we're standing over your shoulder watching you mix it. That's what it is. So we're on until 5:45 today. Crosstalk with Josh Sushan at 5:30. Also, we got a bunch of fun interviews coming up over the course of the next couple of weeks. You know, we're tight on time because of the way Ice Toast Baseball is over the next couple of weeks. So here's what's up. Joining us on Friday is Nick Swisher.
Dude,
So that's going to be a good one. So,
absolute dude.
so we're going to enjoy that. He's been with us before on the program. So we're going to talk to and that's going to be fun.
Skip your afternoon coffee. You don't need any
You
caffeine.
don't need it.
You
No.
need a little dose of swish in your life.
Also, Ryan Zimmerman is going to join us next Tuesday. I read Swisher on Friday. Zimmerman. I mean Zimmy. RZ. Like we need.
Invader Zim, if you will.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Rye guy, Ryan Zimmerman. You know, my guy, Rye guy. So he'll be with us next Tuesday at 4:30. Obviously, we're going to talk Home Run Derby X. Also next Tuesday, it'll be fun because Jared Gay will be with us, who's starting a new fantasy football segment.
Stoked.
Yeah, and what we're going to allow them to go at each other because Jared Gay is our local Home Run Derby contributor.
Right.
Yeah, he's and he.
He'll be paired up with Man Ram.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Also, this is a good get for the show because he is a fantasy football expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did say that the Browns were going to be the team to get Ayuk, and it almost happened. But Ayuk literally said no.
Okay. I mean, is he shooting for $100,000 on closest to the hole? Because I was also close. Didn't get it.
Mhm.
Ben and I are fling golfing on Friday. We're gonna have a lot of fun with
Yeah.
that. We're out supporting the. Are we doing what's Fridays?
Is the Domestic Violence Resource Center.
I knew that.
Fantastic cause
So
that
we're-
will be helping out.
We're gonna go out there for that. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then next Thursday, if you want to come hang out with us, we are at Top Golf on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Todd, and then that's the most fun that we can possibly have. Isaiah, we might have you come out there and have someone produce that
Okay.
because I'm out of town next week with 29th.
Mhm.
It's the 29th.
29th.
So on the 29th, we're doing Top Golf. I'm remote that week. So on the 29th, come to Top Golf, help the YMCA. It's the best. Speaking of the YMCA, yesterday I did my first high intensity training personal trainer session with friend of the show, Jock Tony. And it is the first time I think in my entire life that I've worked out while in ketosis.
Oh,
Your body responds different to that.
sure does.
And I'm not a person who is qualified to give anyone health advice. I'm not a person who is knowledgeable enough to tell you how to approach your personal physical fitness journey.
Let's broaden this.
Keep going.
Advice, period.
No, don't take it.
Yeah.
The only
Not
thing-
not just health advice. Any advice whatsoever
Here are the
from this program.
handful of topics you can trust me on.
Yeah.
Number one, pro wrestling predictions.
Might as well get some COVID advice from Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's safe.
Yeah.
So I worked out with Jacques Tony yesterday, did a little hit training, and my body afterwards was like asking itself how to recover. My body afterwards was like, so I can't take sugar from here.
Mm-mm.
I can't take
Mm-mm.
what my body needs from here. Protein me. Let me
Correct.
break that down. Metabolize.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Yeah,
In the
good.
human body.
That is very
Mhm.
correct.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't know, and I'm sorry. Also, I would recommend the YMCA for their one-on-one. Like, I'm endorsing them personally, even though I'm already a personal endorser of them.
Sure.
Go there, $29.99 a month. That's less than $1 a day.
So cheap.
Join. You know what?
That's
Tell
wild.
them Van Nunley from Two Men On sent you.
Feel guilty.
Get a month free. I don't even care. I'll have Van pay for it. Van, can I borrow $30? I just promised your money.
You know how many free memberships I've given away out of
So
my own
many.
pocket?
That's your stuff.
I have no money.
So anyway, figure it out. Figure it out.
Dude.
Yeah. Also, now that I'm, so you guys know I'm diabetic. Now.
How'd you wake up today? Were you sore? Weird
I
places?
don't know. 6 o'clock hour went regular.
Yeah. Regular?
You'll feel it more tomorrow morning.
The
Who is it? A 2-day?
The second morning is usually when you really feel that workout.
Have you done a lot of ketosis training? Because I had never done it.
So I don't think I do it on purpose, but I have noticed that like
Yep.
I'll hit the cardio at the beginning of the workout very, very hard. And then the rest of the workout, it's nice because if you just shorten your rest time, your heart rate stays up. So it's like you continue burning calories through the workout. Whereas if I lift without,
you're correct. Yeah.
If I lift without running first, I feel like,
well, and the hit stuff is never, it's just always been fun. It's always been a fun workout when my body.
That's you call that fun?
Was how I fueled it.
That's the way you use the word fun?
They're called fun ropes, not battle ropes.
Okay.
Hit stuff.
So anyway, so it was a lot of fun. Now, how many tickets of Loserville do we have left?
4 more total.
Two pairs.
2 pairs.
I don't want them. So here's what we're doing. You call the show, 505-246-0610. You call the show, you say, hey, Isaiah, this is friend of the show, and then say your name. And you say, I want to go to Loserville. That's it. That's all you have to say. Tell Isaiah you want to go to Loserville, and you can see tomorrow night. Who are the bands, Van?
I don't care. Riff Raff's there.
Riff Raff is there, and Corey Feldman.
My dude, Riff Raff.
Now, also,
Riff Raff and Corey Feldman.
Yeah, I'm about to spice it up for you.
The albino alligator.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Riff Raff. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to personally make Van drop a pin to whoever is at the concert so that they can find him and he will autograph something. Get a Sharpie. Steal a Sharpie out of the office.
I roll with Sharpies. I always have Sharpies and paint markers.
That's weird, dude.
Did I just give myself away as a graffiti artist? Okay. Breaking. I finally get it off my chest. I'm Banksy.
Took all this time.
Yeah. Whoops. Slip of the tongue.
I'm the one.
Back on your keto journey.
Well, we better hurry because we got to go to break.
Have you noticed you had keto breath? It's like been like hot metallic breath? Because like when I'm doing like a ton of cardio and I start burning fat.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking
acute ketosis, and like your breath tastes like aluminum foily,
so
like irony, if you will.
Iron is the one.
Yeah,
that's what it tastes like. That I believe is part of runner's high.
No, it's ketosis. You're burning fat.
Well, I believe that's what runner's high is.
Because you don't sweat out fat, you breathe out fat.
You hear that?
Yeah,
Isaiah.
Mm-hmm. Didn't all the way know that one.
True story. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a true story. Just said Van just now.
You metabolize your fat through your lungs. Nothing to do with your sweat.
So
it's
very
weight.
gross.
That's just water.
The more, yeah, exactly. The more you think about it, the grosser it gets.
Not for me.
Don't delve too deep.
Okay, this idiot over here, Isaiah. Van's like, it's gross to have fat in your mouth. How do you think it gets in your body in the first place? Stupid. The fat goes in through your mouth. It's in and out. It's Dutch door action.
I hope you can't gain fat from breathing.
Oh, you breathe in fat?
Oh, that's a brutal one.
That'd be a terrible joke to play on something.
Like when you walk into a weird, like an old unclean diner.
Or like you exactly
just start gaining
it's
weight.
A lard room.
Yeah. You're like trapped in a metal tube in an airplane. You're just breathing in other people's fat that they're breathing out.
Hey,
you gain 17 pounds on a cross-country flight. That'd be awful.
You work on a whaling ship and you just start
all that blubber.
All that blubber.
Animal fat just goes right into your body.
Oh, that's brutal. That's super brutal. When we get back from the break, it's actual sports talk, we promise. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
I'm no stranger. I make it hot to death, hot to death. You can see me flex for now, I'm no stranger.
Welcome back to the program, Two Men On.
New tracks, new ideas, it's never empty.
Let me take you back to February 2nd, 2024.
Okay.
Anything significant that day, as you recall it?
I was anticipating my 42nd birthday 10 short days from then.
National Groundhog's Day.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. National Tater Tot Day, National Wear Red Day, National Bubblegum Day, National Heavenly Hash Day,
Okay.
also National Put Your Foot in Your Mouth Day.
Oh.
Because Twitter user Josh Festa,
Not ringing a bell.
shouldn't, he tweeted at the Twins, he said, I will do a shot of olive oil if Santana hits over 15 home runs. Bro, like there is no way y'all are actually expecting this to happen. And then last night, like Carlos Santana has done for 14 straight years,
Uh-huh.
Carlos Santana hit his 16th dinger,
Okay.
and the Twins replied, do it.
What?
Keep receipts, Minnesota. The Twins are telling this random fan he has to do a shot of olive oil because he was mouthing off on Groundhog's Day. And I love 20-year-old social media managers for major brands. Let's go, Minnesota Twins, who today replied, do it.
Yeah, just the words do it. That's it.
This dude actually just loves olive oil.
Yeah, he's like looking for an excuse.
That's
Why is that bad? Why is like, ooh, I'll do a shot of olive oil. I'll get some healthy oils. I'll get some healthy omega-3s in my body. You give me some natural antioxidants.
How can I help with my diabetes? Which is all I think about now when we talk about food.
I wouldn't personally elect to take a shot of olive oil.
No, you don't like Italian stuff.
No, not at all.
Italian? We're doing that now? That's what we're doing?
From the Midwest. Is that not right?
No, okay.
R.I.P. my pasta craving.
It's got to go.
Yeah.
The carbs aren't for us. Not the three of us.
No.
Specifically me, my recent diabetes.
See, I'm more of like a garbanzo pasta, like a lentil pasta guy.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't do the wheat.
I've been doing Zook noodles.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they work.
Fantastic.
They're super good.
You pat them off. You get a little tappy with a paper towel, dry them off a little bit before you saute
All
them.
right, the real sentence here is my lady has been preparing Zook
So
noodles
you have
for
nothing
me.
to do with it.
How would I know how to do that?
You just think it's magic.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest.
When
So
it shows up on a plate. in
gender
front of you.
roles.
Yeah.
Do you understand the life I came from?
I'm out mowing the yard when she's cooking.
And I bought a house that doesn't have a yard. Like I'm that guy.
I'm out raking the rocks when she's cooking.
Would you identify this shirt as white? Do you think I know how to apply bleach to my laundry? I don't.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
It is kind of an ivory.
Well, this shirt is
Yeah.
made ivory.
Oh, okay. It's supposed to be that color.
What color would
Okay.
you describe these shoes?
Those are white.
These are the brightest white shoes.
Those are very white.
And you know for a fact, because we've been friends for a long time, these are very old.
By the way, don't bleach white leather shoes. You use bluing on white leather shoes. If you bleach white leather shoes, they will turn yellow.
I don't ask her how the sausage is made.
Oh, okay. You just happy that you're getting
Yes.
sausage. Okay.
Idiot.
Actually, go Reshoevnator, unpaid advertisement. I have reshoevenated so many shoes with that product. Free plug. You're welcome.
I'm a big make sure because I like to buy nicer shoes
Sure.
and then keep them forever.
Quality over quantity.
That's my thing. And also I love low end like canvas shoes. I love low end like $30 off Amazon and I make them last forever.
Yeah.
I'm about that life too. Also, I'm about the Minnesota Twins roasting random fans on the Twitter. That's my life.
It says a shot of olive oil helps with your cholesterol, your skin and hair, helps
Yeah.
with your digestion,
Mhm.
inflammation, blood pressure, bone health.
MLBPA.
If Carlos Santana hits 15 home runs, I'll make myself a better person.
Yeah. I promise you this. I mean it. I'll donate $100 to St. Jude's, dude.
If Carlos Correa hits 27 home runs, I'll take vitamins.
You
don't
don't
sound like
yeah.
an idiot.
Hey, I promise this. I will send a handwritten letter to a loved one. You want that to happen, brother? Step up to the plate. We're so funny.
If Joe Ryan gets 7 strikeouts next game, I'll do 20 push-ups. Watch your back.
Oregon Duck vibe. You know, their mascot every touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
The MLB PA union is suing the Pirates and Sheets, which is a company, SHETZ. They say that the team can't use the image of 3 or more players in a marketing campaign for a uniform patch without a licensing agreement. They demand the Pirates halt the practice and pay monetary damages to the players. This goes into a conversation I've talked about at length, how the Pirates figure out how to make more money sneakily than any other Major League Baseball team, and they don't care about winning, and they don't even pay their own players who are contractually obligated to pay. That's it. That's the whole update.
Paul Skeens is cool.
They're sneaky, dude. That is a sneaky team. They do not care.
They're pirates. Only way they'd be sneakier if they were the ninjas.
Well, and some might say that they're in some deep sheets.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
It's the name of the brand sponsoring the jerseys.
I'm with you. I've been here the whole time.
You can put it on the jersey, Isaiah, but once you put players with the logo on advertising, that's when you have to comp the players.
Mm-hmm.
Figure it out.
You do.
Talent, I'm pro labor. Pay your labor. I'm also pro friend of the show. And if you want to go to Loserville, you can go on us. Tickets to Loserville available. All you have to do is call the program and tell Isaiah that you care about him. It's a small gesture. He needs that. 505-246-0610. Hang out with me and Van. And are you coming with us tomorrow night, Isaiah? Or what's up?
I will be working the topes.
You'll be in time for Limp Bizkit.
Yeah,
You
come
might
later.
You might miss Corey Feldman,
We'll record it for you.
but you
Okay.
can mosh with me to break stuff.
Okay.
My inner teenager is gonna rage.
If you listen to Limp Bizkit on the way over and still are interested in going to the concert, you've really earned this
Mhm.
because they are bad.
It's not good music.
Behind Blue Eyes, is that one?
I don't think so. I think that was a different band.
I'm gonna have to look because I
Yes.
don't know.
From the same era, though.
I know Eminem doesn't like those guys too well. That's why the name definitely rings.
He doesn't like them.
Nah, he's definitely
Behind-
name dropped them a couple times.
Behind Blue Eyes is off the Results May Vary album 2003. That's an actual one I got correct.
Oh,
Hmm.
What's that? The phone. The phone is ringing.
Is it Fred Durst?
Yes. Are they encouraging?
Let's
Feel
see.
free to get it. I'll keep the show running. I got you, Isaiah. They were featured on the Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack. I'm not trying to say that's a big win, but that's a big win.
I don't know how many Mission Impossibles there are, but I feel like 2 was a long time ago.
2000.
2000 so long.
We got prank called.
No.
Oh no.
They answered. I said KNML, and they said psych. They didn't actually say psych. They just hung up the phone. Maybe
Okay.
they got nervous. I'm sure they got nervous. They probably thought they were on air.
You are kind of intimidating, Isaiah.
I've heard
Yeah.
the opposite.
505-246-0610. Is that the best you can do?
Right.
You just hang up on Zay?
At least crack a joke.
I know. Do a Bart Simpson thing.
I can't believe I made you reach across the desk, loser.
Dang.
Yeah. Hey, can you believe this guy had to take his headphones off?
Whoa. Got him.
We wrap up hour one. Whenever we get back from the break, it's our 669er Blue Plate special moment of the day right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. It's our Blue Plate special moment of the day. 669, you're located right there on historic Route 66, 1405 Central Avenue Northeast, 505-247-1421. It's that phone number. Obviously, you can order online, join the Cruiser Club, get a free milkshake. I have our Blue Plate special moment of the day, and it's now confirmed. Iman Khalif is suing J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk and French Twitter. Let's go.
I love it.
Get him.
I love
Get
it.
him.
I love it.
Run him.
Good for you.
There are laws against this. There are laws. Now, I have a plan. Elon Musk is so very willing to get in the cage with Mark Zuckerberg. Now, hear me out. You put him in the cage with Iman Khalif.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need. That's the settlement.
Yeah. Now that you're sure that she's a woman,
Let her
like,
whoop you.
Yeah. You could beat up a girl, right, Elon?
Coward. I hate him. And J.K. Rowling hasn't tweeted
Also,
since.
do we have like an email link for Iman Khalif? Because Carlsbad Facebook has also ran her through the mud too. So
just send them,
Yeah.
just refer them out.
Just in general, just sue Carlsbad Facebook.
And I don't know if French law works. Even if it's like dueling baguettes or something, like
Yeah.
however they figure it out, let them do it.
Baguette to death.
Nice. Also,
The,
and I'll be that guy. Toss Logan Paul in there too as the trifecta because he was an idiot.
the French don't play when it comes to like government stuff
No.
and law stuff. They don't play around. They'll just shut down the whole country and let people protest for whatever.
And when the law isn't going hard enough against idiots,
Yeah.
they just change who's in control all the time. They do this all the time.
Yeah, Apple runs all over
Yeah.
the United States of America. France was like, no.
Revolution is a French word.
France is like, make the same charger and quit slowing down the old phones. Like it's you legally can't do that. They're fighting planned obsolescence in France.
Slow it
They
down.
will take this seriously.
So what Eman's also doing is now, if this becomes successful, right?
Okay.
You got someone like Elon. Obviously, if he loses, or say he loses the lawsuit, money wasn't a factor. So if this happens, then everyone who has such strong opinions on this topic is
Yep.
going to have to really watch what they say afterward.
At least in France.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
because they'll be standing then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this wouldn't affect. I mean, I think just maybe even everyone who's on the
Oh, like
borderline.
if you're socially aware, I think you're right, Isaiah.
Sure.
I mean, but the standing will be in France. Like
Okay.
that's where it'll be like, oh, we already have an example of it. It's done. Like that's how law works. I mean, also like Elon Musk gets sued like every day, so it's not like this is like that. But like, like he super deserves this one.
To be his lawyer. Busy guy.
Oh, the billable hours there.
Mhm.
That guy's probably top 20 on Forbes.
The lawyer. He's just
Sure.
Yes.
Creeping up to Elon.
Hey,
I just
also you got to be.
chasing Elon's
Oh.
numbers.
Hey, you don't even want a defense lawyer. You want like a settlement lawyer. Like you're not, nothing needs to come out.
Yeah.
NDA. That whole flight attendant thing. I know there's no reason for us to talk about it on this show, but he paid her. He's a weird cat. He's the weirdest cat of all time. So, anyways, that's our Blue Plate special moment of the day. Is looks like Khalif not only won gold, but she's gonna win some stacks.
Good for her. You didn't deserve what you went through.
After we get back, it's our Isham Diddle soundbite of the day. Van sent that over. I don't know if he confirmed that with you, Isaiah.
Yep.
Cool. And then 5:15. Now, is it Cowboys confessional or corner today?
We will see.
Ooh,
Okay.
teaser.
We will see.
But I'm not going to let Isaiah go for if he starts to sound like a phone book again.
I won't.
Hey, Isaiah is so funny. He sent us like a top 10 list of some stuff or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not the show, right?
Not
Just
the
read
show.
players' names.
This is not
I
the
don't
show.
care about that.
No, not this program.
Like what?
It was a top 10 college players of all time, though.
Yeah,
That's a good list.
By
Not
some
for
random
us.
Instagram website?
Yeah.
No, we don't do that.
You want me to make one?
If
Yes.
we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it up on the spot.
Yeah, I like it. So you take
Wow.
theirs and you compare yours to that
No.
one.
Where's Jeremy Bloom? The only guy who matters. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
It's 5 o'clock. It's when we drink Teller vodka. Happy hour on this program. We're only on to 5:45, so we have to drink a lot. We're not drinking today. We're at the studio. If you are celebrating a happy hour, find somewhere with Teller vodka. Drink that vodka and say, I wish I could go to Loserville tomorrow night at Isleta. 505-246-0610. You call the program and you say, you name your favorite Teller drink, and we will give you a pair of tickets.
Just say the word Teller.
Just say the word Teller.
We're not going to be that stingy with them.
Yeah.
The 2 pairs left? Is that right?
How many pairs Isaiah left? 2?
Yes, 2 pairs left.
All right. You call the show. 505-246-0610. You say Teller or Albuquerque Dukes. Any of those things work.
Say, or just anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say hello,
Yeah.
Isaiah.
If you call Isaiah and you say, listen, here are 2 emails, one for me, one for my spouse, we would actually like all 4 tickets, both pairs. They're yours. Like, we'll just like, we don't care.
I'm not exactly shocked that the sports entertainment world and the Limp Bizkit world
The crossover.
don't have the greatest crossover for ticket giveaways.
Also,
But if you want to Loserville, we will be there tomorrow.
I'll say this.
It's gonna be fun.
I took it
Got a
personal.
ring?
When we were challenged to give away the Loserville tickets,
Yeah.
I said, we can do it.
Yeah.
I said, we're the ones. This is for Loserville, a place I've never been.
Corey Feldman will be performing for your entertainment dollar.
Yeah, Loserville, population Corey Feldman. Put that on a sign. That's actually kind of good.
I haven't listened to Limp Bizkit on purpose since I was probably 16.
Yeah.
But I'm like legit excited for tomorrow. Like I'm legit excited.
I forgot to tell my people I needed to go, so I got to set up some plans. It's going to be good. All right, so actually lots of phone lines are ringing now. There's way too many. So
Got 2 pairs left, guys.
this is what
Good
happens
luck.
when you wait for work.
Mhm.
This is the thing. Also, because Isaiah's answering the phone, it's going to be a little tougher to do the Isham Dental soundbite of the day.
That is slightly more difficult.
Yeah, so we got to have to give that a second. There's literally
get there.
There's 6 phone lines.
We'll get-
right
oh my
now.
goodness,
This
that's
is-
too many
that's
calls.
too many. There's not enough tickets, guys. We'll put you in the something prize closet. That's what we need as a sponsor for the prize closet.
Ooh, prize closet sponsor.
We don't ever give anything out of the prize closet.
Zay's Cowboy Corner and the prize closet. 505-246-0610.
I love Sports Talk Radio. Like, I've been a part of it for a lot of years. I love hosting the show. I love the friends of the show. I like interacting. And you interact with the friend of the show out in the wild. Like, you run into them at a remote, you do something. They're the best.
Yeah.
Friends of the show that try to call all the time.
Yeah.
That's not my style.
It's not really the show.
It's not the show.
Not really the show.
Like, so we don't do the, hey, we're giving away an autographed biography from an author you've never heard of about a guy you're only vaguely familiar with. Also, it's unlicensed. Like, what are you doing? No one wants that.
Shirts.
That's what people want.
They want tickets and shirts.
That's their whole thing. And tickets don't have the weight they used to have. Like, tickets shirts, tickets do. They have way more now. They're super expensive.
By the way, lot of friends of the show asking for the season 4
Forget
2
them.
men on
They're
shirts.
not getting them.
It's gonna be a minute, but they're coming, baby.
They're ordered.
They're coming, baby.
We will have them in our hands.
Eventually.
I'll put one on.
They're sweet.
Yeah. I mean, they're good.
Your excitement is warranted, friend of the show.
I designed them. It's not like they're that great.
Yeah.
If I
Solid.
could come up with it.
Solid 6.
I think I've said this more than one time. If I'm the best option, we're in trouble. Hey, we need a Sports Talk Radio host. Who do we got? Fred Slow?
I wouldn't say in trouble, but we're scraping by.
Yeah, we're not.
Nigga.
We're
It's
just
not-
figuring it
It's
out.
not ideal. It's not
All right.
peak.
We got an update from Isaiah. Isaiah?
Okay, so Isham is ready.
Okay.
One,
Oh,
two.
okay. That's
number
good.
one. Number one. And then we got Michael Sage. He just won. He says,
Let's go.
I'm calling for the tickets. Tell her.
Nice. Nice.
Now, friends of the show, I did see the lines blinging, but I was
Mhm.
getting Michael's information. So
Oh,
if
you're
you
afraid to
called-
hold? All right. So Isaiah's afraid to hold. We just learned that.
Okay.
I didn't want to cut Michael off in the middle of his
He was too
information.
excited.
Yes, he was so
there's
excited.
one pair left.
One pair.
Yes, there are one
505
pair.
246 0610. You call the program, you talk to Isaiah Johnson, and he will set you up. What's our word today?
Literally anything.
Anything. You just call,
Just say a word.
and then you're going to Loserville with Loserville population U if you're the winner. Like, you're in. 505-246-0610. It's our Isham Dental. That number is not for Scott. I'll do the tease afterward, so I see the phone lines are going to light up. It's the Isham Dental soundbite of the day.
We have a man here who is very much like you in investigating different things and trying to find answers. And he's been dying to ask you this particular question because he's never heard your opinion on it. So this is Al Dukes, our executive.
Who are we talking about?
So
This is an Aaron Rodgers interview.
Here's your opportunity, Al.
So there's this guy on Twitter named Ashton Forbes who's been investigating the Malaysian air that disappeared.
Yeah.
And he's got a very extensive argument with what he claims are military videos and this sort of thing, that the U.S. government took the plane to Diego Garcia military base. And it's very interesting. He supposedly was booked on Rogan, and then Rogan canceled him for some reason. Have you ever looked into that thing at all? And what do you think?
I have. I've seen some things. I think that I've seen some of their videos with the three objects circling the plane. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one for me.
Yeah, what's weird is that it's really that guy, and I don't see a lot of other people talking about it. And I would think that'd be something like Rogan or somebody else would want to look into.
So you're telling me
it's pretty compelling what the guy lays out.
Whoever this interview cat is, he thinks Aaron Rodgers is an expert in all crazy things?
Yes.
Oh, no. Stop the Isham Diddle soundbite of the day.
This is what Aaron Rodgers' life has come to. And he signed up for it, and you deserve every bit of this, Aaron Rodgers, that instead of interviewing on the Jets, some boomer and somebody's show, their executive producer, another conspiracy theorist, joined the program to ask him about the missing Malaysian Airlines flight. This is what Aaron Rodgers' life has become. He's the voice for crazy conspiracy theories.
IshamDentalABQ.com exclusive offer of free exam and x-rays when you sign up online. Dentures, implants, Medicare A and B, and other. Isaiah?
Aaron's doing this to himself. And
Yes.
if he wanted this to stop, right, he probably didn't want to seem clueless, but he could have just even said he saw it. But he said he saw it and then mentioned that three objects were flying around the plane. So in this guy's mind, or anybody else in the future who's thinking about asking him some type of question, they're like, oh, he'll know what I'm talking about at least. Like, he'll at least, the fact that he just related and said he saw it, I'm sure that guy was already satisfied and didn't care about the answer.
My brother hosted a conspiracy theory podcast for a long time. Like, it was pretty good. And the more wild, like, stuff would get, like, you get to the point where you just can't.
Yeah.
Moon landing was fake. Cool. Let's go. That's a fun one.
It's fun.
The government killed JFK. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's not a conspiracy theory.
Some people believe bin Laden
conspiracy.
Some people believe bin Laden was gone already. They believe he was
gone from where?
Like, they believe he was killed like in the early 2000s, and that whole
shoot. There you go. Put it on the list.
I love that one too.
Hey, COVID-19 engineered by the media. Okay, like, we'll dive into that.
Mm-hmm.
Earth has already been sucked into a black hole, and we're currently living in the length of time that's happening. But because we all have the same mental perspective on life because of how it's been stretched out over time. Yeah, 100%.
So, Aaron, it looks like the Bears are coming up this week. They switched from a 4-3 to a 3-4 defense. What was Stanley Kubrick's role in the moon landing being faked? Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, we saw travel plans got altered this week. Do you think that's because Disney released Frozen the movie to distract people from Walt Disney's head being frozen upon his death?
Yeah.
What?
Aaron Rodgers, the Broncos are in town this weekend. A pretty tough opponent, having a better season than we thought. Speaking of Denver, is Denver International Airport the home of the Illuminati?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is it true that underneath that giant bucking Bronco that there's a world headquarters that controls all of the markets? We need to know why the earth is hollow.
He's like, good question.
Oh, sorry, Fred. The earth can't be hollow because it is flat. I don't have time to tell you about that because I'm busy surgically dismantling the Broncos this week. Oh, okay.
It seems like your team came out a little flat. I think it might be an issue of motivation. Speaking of flat, do you really think the world is flat?
Now,
or in some cases, hear me out, Aaron, It's hollow on
That's
the
the
inside.
one, yeah.
How deep have we ever really been?
Now, Aaron, it really looked like in the fourth quarter there, you were out for blood against the Broncos, just the way that Prince Charles is a vampire. What are your thoughts? These are excellent.
Yeah, your kicker, game-winning field goal, has got a real big foot.
He's real.
Speaking of Bigfoot, have we ever seen him?
Mm-hmm.
He's the expert on every conspiracy theory now. He's the voice of big conspiracy theories.
Well, he's the only one unplugged from the Matrix van. Don't you know?
And the thing about Aaron is almost like he's into this, but he can never. I can't imagine.
Oh, I
him
thought you were
hosting.
going for one. I thought you were going to be like, well, the thing about Aaron is he actually owns the unsunken Titanic. That's where I thought you were going. I would have enjoyed that, Zay.
I think Aaron is the type where the path he's going, he can't even host his own show. He just seems like somebody that belongs to be a guest. Like he should always be a guest on a podcast, a guest on a show.
Oh, he can't block out a show.
And then just let whoever's the host ask him the questions. I can't imagine Aaron hosting a podcast unless it was solo. He'd have to have his own solo podcast where he gives his own takes. Because we can keep up with him.
One time I saw a person ask my brother what type of species he most believed ate Amelia Earhart's body after she crashed.
Which species?
Because if it's in the water, obviously, could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
But there's have you ever seen like one of those coconut crabs, one of those like 3 foot long ones?
Yeah, they're gigantic.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Pick you apart.
And it's a conspiracy theory that Amelia Earhart was eaten by coconut crabs. Talk to Aaron Rodgers about that.
That one's the most reasonable one I've heard all day. That one makes sense. Coconut crabs are some big boys.
It's little Cowboys corner.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened to the Malaysian Airlines plane.
Who knows?
Also eaten by coconut crabs.
Cowboys corner when we get back from the break. Just 2 minutes on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Yes. This is Cowboy Confession.
Turn us on.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you guys in on this segment. This is Cowboy Confession.
Right. Also, you're on a pitch count because we got to do prize picks. All right, so let's
Okay.
go.
We got CeeDee Lamb.
Why are the phones ringing nonstop? What is going on here?
We got a friend of the show, Lenny, wants to speak to you boys. But first,
You're gonna make him wait.
yes,
gotta wait
Lenny's
for
got
Cowboy Corner.
to wait for Cowboy Corner.
Cowboy Confessions.
Lenny,
today.
welcome to Cowboy Confessions. How are you?
What's the Cowboy Confession? Is it the fact that Jerry Jones is the worst owner and general manager in football?
Isaiah, go.
No.
You know,
No, so Cowboy
That he
Confession
has-
is we
that-
got
that he has
Micah.
3 free agents he doesn't know how to sign.
Yes, I agree. We got Micah Parsons, we got Dak Prescott, and we got CeeDee Lamb. All three of these
Right,
guys. The Cowboy.
Okay, so CeeDee Lamb's the same as Justin Jefferson. So that's $35 million a year, 5-year
Love
contract,
it.
$80 million guaranteed at signing, $140 million guaranteed for injury.
Isaiah was refusing to listen because you were saying something bad, so he can't.
No, it's Cowboy Corner, not Vikings Corner with Justin Jefferson, Mr.
No, I
Lenny.
was talking about what CeeDee Lamb should get based off of what Justin Jefferson made on his deal.
Yeah, he should get a little less.
Receivers.
He should get $1 less than Justin Jefferson.
Okay, so fine. So Jerry Jones doesn't know how to do that. Their capologist sucks because every team has a capologist. So theirs must have gone to school somewhere in Albuquerque.
Ouch.
Nice.
All right. So he doesn't know how to sign 3 players. Okay. And Prescott is going to walk at the end of the season and stick it to them where the sun doesn't shine on Jerry's bald head.
Is this a possibility?
I don't hate that.
Dang, Lenny just railroaded your
very-
Cowboy
Yeah,
Confession.
courtesy of Fred's hot fingers over there.
Okay. What happened the last time Prescott bet against himself? He got his contract with a no trade, no franchise tag included.
Yeah.
No one has that leverage in the league but him.
Well, I think he did that because he had that big injury, right? He had that fat injury to his ankle, so he's like demanding a bunch of guaranteed money because he doesn't want that to happen again. Especially because that injury.
Every quarterback or everyone gets pretty much an injury guarantee on the bigger contracts.
Yeah, but remember, Dak was in a contract year when he snapped his leg, so he got that contract while he's recovering from his leg. So he probably extra wanted to make sure that he's going to get his money.
In the meantime, the Cowboys are a joke. They may win the division. It's because Jalen Hurts can't get along with the coach and still has a disconnect. That's not going to get resolved this year.
The Eagles, if they don't have a meltdown, they should be a very solid team.
By week 4, their coach will be fired.
You think the
and
Eagles?
Bill Belichick might be pulling up with the Liberty Bell on the back of his car up into the stadium.
You think Sirianni's going to get fired week 4?
If he doesn't get along with Hurts, who goes first, Sirianni or Hurts?
That's a good question. I think they're tied right now. We gotta let this.
Sirianni will go. The coach always loses out to the player when it's the quarterback.
This is true, but in Jalen Hurts, what if he's got 4 touchdowns and 9 interceptions week 4?
Okay, and what if I was in a bikini? Things happen.
Well, there's that part too. Yeah.
Well, I think
happen.
I don't know. I don't know your clothing. I don't know your clothing preference, but given the ending of Jalen Hurts,
I go to the big men's shop and I go not big enough. Go down the street.
Okay, well, given the ending of Jalen Hurts' season last year, it's not too far fetched that he could have 4 touchdowns and 9 picks.
Okay, that's true, but was it him or was it that he decided to fire the coordinator, take it over, and had a 7-game implosion that they didn't know how to back out of?
You think that was Jalen Hurts' fault for the coordinator getting fired?
Not all Jalen Hurts, it was part, but not all his fault. And if you have a disconnect with the coach and the quarterback, that's going to affect your offense.
This is true, but Jalen Hurts, he had a big turnover issue. And
okay, so let's go back. But let's go back to first America's team. Yes, they're worth $10.6 billion, and Jerry has gone 29 years without a championship. And God rest his soul, they're not going to win another one until he passes.
Okay, well maybe
Either
he'll
passes the
step
torch or
down.
passes.
Maybe he'll pull a Biden and pull out before he dies. You know, maybe he'll
No,
just decide that it's
because
time.
the only difference between him and Biden is that Jerry Jones is still cognitive.
Oh gosh.
Yo.
That's the only difference, huh?
Lenny, I have to
Look,
help Isaiah professionally on how to get out of a caller because he's afraid to do it. I love the roast you just put on him, though. You're the
Pretty
best,
sweet.
brother.
Well timed.
No, you guys have a good one. Nice.
Be good.
Mhm.
Hey, this is the problem right here, Isaiah. You weren't ready for the heat the Cowboys corner was going to bring you.
Well, Cowboy Corner, future reference callers, as a producer, if you call in the show, right, I'll put you on. Fred put Lenny on hot when I was getting ready to give my take, and I wasn't ready to talk about Justin Jefferson. I had a little soliloquy put out with my intro music, which also was about 2 seconds left going before I got going. But I promise tomorrow you guys will get my soliloquy on why all three players need to get paid and why America does not want to see the triplets back.
Here's what I just heard. Isaiah said. He said, "Don't interrupt my Cowboys corner, friends of the show. It is a diatribe. This is stream of conscience."
Well, friends of the show, if I'm giving a take, right? Listen to my take. Phones are ringing. I love it. Listen to my take, and
so
then
good.
you call on in.
This is so good.
I
got more
happier.
Cowboys corners bigger than the Loserville, it seems.
Oh, do we have that one on accident?
You hung up on him
Still
on
in
purpose.
queue. Oh, that's so funny. The phone lines are going crazy now. People are trying to get Isaiah.
These
know
are
what?
tickets.
These, of course, they're Loserville.
The last pair.
All the Loserville tickets are gone. So how much fun is that? The best part about Cowboys Corner just now is that's what this thing is.
Sure.
That's 100% what this is.
Get used to this, Zay.
Also, we're doing it every day. I don't care if you don't get your triple threat opinion of whatever. I want Lenny to roast you. Also, I got one for the friends of the show. It's our prize picks, van. Promo code KNML. Use promo code KNML and we will match you up to $100 in your initial deposit on prize picks. I have my lineup for the day. I'm doing all MLB lives. Okay.
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah, and I'm doing all pitching stuff. Grant Holmes, less than 3.5 pitcher strikeouts. That's over the course of the first, second, and third inning. I went with that because I don't know who he is.
Okay.
So he's playing the Giants. They're not very good, but I've never heard of Grant Holmes.
Same.
Robbie Ray, less than 2.5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings against Atlanta. I think Atlanta will put it in play. Jose Barrios, I have more than 2.5 strikeouts in the first 3 innings against the Angels because I don't think the Angels are going to be able to do it. Tyler Anderson, I have less than 1.5 strikeouts against Toronto pitching for the Angels because I believe Toronto will hit him. He's not exactly a strikeout specialist. Walker Buehler, less than 2.5 strikeouts in the first 3 innings, and that's against Milwaukee. He just hasn't pitched in a long time. It's going to be hard. And then Frankie Montez, more than 2.5 against the Dodgers in the first 3 innings for sure. So there's my prize pick for the day, man.
If you want to scratch one of Fred's picks and put mine in, I got the lock of the day.
All right, give it to me.
In Counter-Strike 2,
okay,
take Wolfie from the Limitless G team for less maps 1 and 2 headshots.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He has 16 headshots listed. We're going to go less headshots on Counter-Strike 2 esports.
No clue what
Wolfie
that is.
for Team Limitless G.
Isaiah, you ever do the esports on prize picks?
I haven't.
No. No.
And if this doesn't hit, it's your fault for listening to me talking about video games. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now.
All right, Isaiah, preview the Cowboys corner for tomorrow. You're giving us the what? The triple threat of the Cowboys?
I'm going to say what I think they should do next. How about that one, right? I don't want to give it away too much. I don't want Lenny to call back in and roast me before I get into it. So I'm going to leave it be
moving forward when there's a caller right before Cowboys corner. Isaiah's gonna be like, sorry. Phone lines
I was gonna say, give me like 5 minutes to shine here, and then I'll let you call. No, you can always call. That's when I'll put you on.
Hey, hard no on that.
Well, not always.
Yeah, you say this ain't the segment for you, brother. You're not the one.
Okay, I'll do that for Lenny next time.
You'll learn.
Yeah, you'll learn.
It's okay.
Yeah, it can't be nice all the time. Are all of the Loserville tickets gone?
They are now all gone.
Oh,
okay.
Congratulations.
Let's go to Loserville.
Who won the last one?
Yeah,
Zay?
who won the last one, Zay?
It was Michelle Affmore.
Oh,
Let's go, Michelle.
Yes.
Now, also, I'm not the biggest fan of dropping lady listener last names on the show.
Yeah, we just do first
Yeah, we
names.
just do first names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they all have crazy ex-boyfriends like Isaiah.
Yeah.
And so they're going to end up at Loserville.
The mental gymnastics that Zay is going through right now for a response.
I'm like, which part of that do I deny? Not the crazy part.
Not
but
that part.
That one's super true.
Isaiah's like, no, I'm not going to Loserville tomorrow night. He's
Yeah,
going
I
to
forgot about that
absolutely be there.
Forgot about that part.
Josh Sushan joins us after the break to preview Isotopes Baseball. It's 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program where we were a little late to break. So joining us a little late on the program is Josh Sushan. He's the voice of the Albuquerque Ice Tubs. Tough loss for the good guys last night in Texas. Josh, welcome to the program.
So Isaiah has this cool segment and he gets interrupted and then everyone calls up and they all want to roast him. And instead, you're just going to go to me. Sorry to all of the friends of the show who want to roast Isaiah. I feel like I'm the person that they least want to hear talking about. Otherwise, great to talk to you guys.
Well, you and I had an off-the-air conversation earlier today where you really roasted Isaiah. Do you want me to bring any of that up?
Your nose is growing again.
Tough one last night for Albuquerque as they fell in the first one. They fell in the first one against Round Rock. And then we saw a picture of the Round Rock today. It's false advertising, dude. That thing is not as round as it's made out to be.
Not what the word round means.
It's more flat rock.
Yes.
It was flat.
You could skip it if you're like really big and strong.
And very much so. And as we learned yesterday, maybe at one point it was round, but due to sun and wind and rain, maybe that's why it's no longer round.
We'll change the name of the city to match. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Texas.
Yeah.
The Flat Rock Express. We're going to take on the Albuquerque Isotopes tonight.
Nolan Jones had a big round number in his 0 for 3 last night. Wasn't the one?
Save.
I got you. Wasn't the one for
Mario
Nolan?
Rivera's save right there.
Sometimes about sports here on the show. So Nolan's what he got outmatched? He didn't look right. Like, what's up?
So there was 2 plays from yesterday's game that to me just like symbolized the difference between playing baseball in Albuquerque and playing baseball in flat/Round Rock.
Got it. Nice.
And that is first batter of the game, Greg Jones hits a line drive to right center. In Albuquerque, boys know, friends of the show know, it's a big outfield, right? It's bigger dimensions because the ball carries more. So there's a lot of room in the gaps. Like you hit one in the gap and it's at least a double, maybe a triple. Here in Flat Rock, there's not as much room in the gaps. And so the right fielder comes over and makes a diving catch, right? And then later in the game, Nolan Jones hits one to deep center. In Albuquerque, it's 100% a home run. It's way up in the trees. And we're like, oh, my God, look how far he hit it. But that's at 5,200 feet altitude. When you're at sea level and there's lots of humidity, the ball got caught at the back of the warning track. So that's 2 plays in a game that kind of symbolize the difference of baseball in Round Rock, and we're just sea level versus baseball and high altitude, where, just a couple of plays get made that otherwise wouldn't. And that's why the Isotopes forever and ever and ever, and all other teams that play at high level, that's why there's just so much more offense. Those are 2 plays that symbolize it.
I mean, is Peter Solomon, the pitcher from Round Rock yesterday, is he really the business, or is it just a down night from the Isotopes?
Well, he's had times in his career that he's been to business. Like he's been to the big leagues for a reason, and he's got one heck of a curveball. And so here's the other thing too. I'm watching this game going, holy cow! I have not seen a curveball break that much since the last time you were here. Sea level, right? And so, it becomes one of these things where, as much as we talk about like, oh yeah, it's so hard to pitch in altitude, and that's true. But as a batter, when your eyes are used to the ball breaking a little, and then you go to sea level and the ball breaks a lot, it takes a while for your eyes to get used to it, for your body to get trained. We're like, no, my swing needs to be different. And so I'll be curious to see, since we're going to have 12 straight games over 2 weeks here, how the swings, just how it changes over the course of 2 weeks of being at sea level.
The big league team, the Rockies, 10-14 since the All-Star break.
Let's go, baby.
We just put every isotope up there and just let's go. Let's just give.
Close enough.
I mean, doesn't it feel like that?
Also, it feels like every team in the NL West is the best team in baseball right now.
Ooh,
seriously, there might be 4 teams from the National League West.
I think the Padres are 18-4 since the break, so they're definitely the best team in the league.
And I think the Diamondbacks are like
19-5,
right behind them.
And the Dodgers are 15-8. That is 1, 2, and 3 in record since the All-Star break.
And the Giants were not that far behind until they lost 3 in a row.
14-11. They're still 9th overall. That's what I'm saying.
At one point, it was 14-8.
Oh yeah, good point. You're good at this. But the Rockies are like in a tough spot. Like I mean, is there an advantage to? And no offense to guys like Chris Bryant and some of these guys who have struggled to stay healthy, just get some guys up there and let them see what that experience is like. So when next year rolls around and they're actually needed full-time all the time to play, there's not that learning curve, literally, of making it into the big leagues.
Yeah, you know what? Look, no disrespect to Chris Bryant or any other veteran guy who gets hurt, right? Like, you know, the baseball fan to me wants Chris Bryant to be healthy and wants him to be an MVP again, or at least an all-star again. But look, that's just not happening. And so you're going to have to pay this guy no matter what. He's not giving you a whole lot of offense right now. So I think it's a good thing that Jordan Beck is in the major leagues instead of Chris Bryant at this point, because yeah, you want him to get used to it. You also need to evaluate if he's the guy, right? Because you got some other outfielders who might be the guy. Maybe, you know, Nolan Jones was the guy last year until he got hurt. So is that guy Nolan Jones? Is it, you know, quasi-veteran Jake Cave? Is that Hunter Goodman, who was with us, who's up in the big leagues? Is it, you know, is it Jimmy Herron? Is it Greg Jones? Like, you got to find out which of these guys can hit in the big leagues and not just hit in altitude.
I mean, big picture for Chris Bryant. And look, he's one of the nicest guys in the history of the world, probably one of the best looking guys in the history of the world, but just can't stay on the field. And you're paying him a ton of money not to play for your team. Is it time to, like, cut bait and let him be someone else's issue? Oh, of course, music.
The question is, will someone else take him?
Yeah.
How much are you going to, like, pay?
All of it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a conversation the Rockies need to have in the offseason.
Time to walk, Josh. Good luck on the broadcast tonight. Isotopes and Round Rock immediately following this broadcast.
Sorry to everyone who wanted to roast Isaiah a little bit more.
The phones have been ringing nonstop. He's getting it off the air. It's so sweet. Deserved is the word. Josh, you're the best. Isaiah from the producer's booth.
Cowboys Corner coming back again tomorrow.
I like
Stay
that.
tuned.
Van Nunley.
What a program today. And check out another amazing program tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.
See you tomorrow, Burke.